Welcome to Goddess Sacred Place. I'm Moe Spiritual, and today we're exploring the powerful role of silence in our daily spiritual practices. Silence isn't just the absence of sound, it's a tool for connecting with our deeper selves and cultivating intuition. In the next few minutes, we'll discover how embracing quiet moments can transform our spiritual journey and enhance our connection to inner wisdom. Together, we'll explore practical ways to invite more stillness into our busy lives and learn how to listen to the gentle whispers of our soul. In our modern world, silence has become something of a luxury. From the moment we wake up to the buzz of our phones to the constant hum of city life, we're surrounded by an endless symphony of noise. Think about it. When was the last time you experienced true, undisturbed silence? This constant background noise isn't just physical, it's mental too. Our minds are continuously processing information from social media, news updates, work demands, and personal responsibilities. This perpetual noise creates a barrier between us and our spiritual essence, making it increasingly difficult to hear our inner voice. Yet, silence is essential for our spiritual growth and emotional well-being. Just as a garden needs space between plants to flourish, our soul needs moments of quiet to expand and breathe. When we step away from the noise, we create a sacred space where inner peace can naturally emerge. This contrast between our noisy external world and the quiet within holds a profound teaching. That true peace isn't found in the absence of noise, but in our ability to create stillness despite it. When we allow ourselves to sink into silence, something remarkable happens. Our intuition, that gentle inner knowing that often gets drowned out by the chaos of daily life, begins to speak more clearly. It's like turning down the volume on a radio that's been playing static, only to discover there was beautiful music playing underneath all along. Science tells us that in moments of silence, our brains actually process and integrate information more effectively. During these quiet periods, our brain's default mode network becomes active. This is the part of our brain associated with self-reflection, creativity, and intuitive understanding. It's as if silence creates a blank canvas where our deepest insights can paint themselves into existence. From a spiritual perspective, silence is the language of the soul. When we quiet the external chatter, we create space for our inner wisdom to emerge. This wisdom isn't something we need to search for or force. It's already within us, waiting patiently to be heard. Think of it like a clear pool of water. When the surface is disturbed by ripples, we can't see what lies beneath. But as the water becomes still, everything becomes crystal clear. These moments of clarity often come as subtle whispers, gentle nudges, or sudden realizations. They might arrive as a feeling in your body, a quiet knowing in your heart, or an unexpected solution to a problem you've been struggling with. This is your intuition speaking, your inner goddess sharing her wisdom through the silence. When we regularly create these pockets of silence in our lives, we strengthen our connection to this intuitive wisdom. It's like exercising a muscle. The more we practice listening in silence, the stronger our intuitive abilities become. We begin to notice patterns, receive guidance, and trust our inner knowing with greater confidence. Let me share some practical ways to weave moments of silence into your daily life, even if you're juggling a busy schedule. Remember, you don't need hours of meditation to tap into the power of silence. Even small pockets of quiet can create profound shifts in your awareness. Start your day with just 5 minutes of silence before reaching for your phone. Sit in your bed, feel your breath, and allow yourself to simply be. This morning, silence sets a powerful intention for the day ahead and helps you connect with your inner wisdom before the world rushes in. During your day, practice what I call micro moments of stillness. When you're waiting for your coffee to brew, instead of scrolling through social media, stand quietly and breathe. While stopped at a red light, turn off your radio and embrace the pause. These tiny moments add up and help train your mind to find peace in the midst of busy days. Create a sacred silence ritual during your daily routines. Perhaps it's taking a shower in complete quiet, allowing the water to wash away mental chatter. Or maybe it's choosing to eat one meal in silence each day, fully present with your food and the nourishment it provides. These ordinary moments become extraordinary when wrapped in conscious silence. For those who find traditional meditation challenging, try movement-based silent practices. Take a quiet walk in nature without your headphones, focusing only on your footsteps and the sounds around you. Or practice gentle stretching in silence, allowing your body's wisdom to guide your movements. The key is to find what feels natural and sustainable for you. Consider designating certain spaces in your home as silence zones. This might be a corner of your bedroom with a comfortable cushion, or even your bathroom transformed into a mini sanctuary. Having a dedicated quiet space reminds you to pause and connect with silence throughout your day. Remember to be gentle with yourself as you cultivate these practices. Silence might feel uncomfortable at first. We're so used to constant stimulation. Start small, perhaps with just 1 minute of intentional silence, and gradually expand as it becomes more familiar. The goal isn't to eliminate all sound, but to create space for your inner voice to emerge. When we create space for silence, messages from our deepest wisdom begin to surface. These intuitive nudges might come as a gentle knowing, a physical sensation in your body, or a clear thought that seems to arise from nowhere. Learning to recognize and trust these messages is like developing a new language, the language of your soul. Pay attention to how your body feels in moments of silence. Does your chest tighten when considering certain decisions? Does a sense of expansiveness and lightness accompany particular thoughts? These physical sensations are your intuition speaking through your body's wisdom. Instead of dismissing them, acknowledge them as valuable guidance. Trust is built through experience, dear one. Start with small decisions: which route to take to work, what to eat for lunch, when to take a break. Notice the subtle guidance that emerges in silence and follow it. As you witness the positive outcomes of heeding these intuitive messages, your confidence in your inner wisdom will naturally grow. Remember that intuitive guidance often defies logic. While your mind might list all the practical reasons to take one path, your inner knowing might quietly point in another direction. This doesn't mean you should abandon reason entirely, but rather learn to balance analytical thinking with intuitive wisdom. When making important decisions, create intentional periods of silence. Step away from external opinions and advice. Sit quietly with your question and notice what emerges. Often the answer you seek has been within you all along, waiting for the space to make itself known. Your intuition speaks most clearly when you're relaxed and open. If you notice you're straining to hear your inner guidance or forcing answers to appear, this is a signal to soften and release. True intuitive wisdom arrives with a sense of ease, even if its message challenges you to grow. Practice honoring these quiet messages, even when they lead you in unexpected directions. Each time you trust and act on your intuition, you strengthen this sacred connection. Your inner guidance becomes clearer, more consistent, and more readily available in all aspects of your life. As we draw our time together to a close, I invite you to reflect on the sacred gift of silence that's always available to you. In our busy world, it's easy to forget that the deepest wisdom often whispers rather than shouts. Your inner guidance is always there, patiently waiting for you to create the space to listen. Take a moment right now to imagine how different your life could be with just a few minutes of intentional silence each day. Perhaps it's a quiet morning moment with your tea, a peaceful walk in nature, or a gentle pause before making important decisions. These small pockets of stillness can transform your relationship with yourself and your intuition. Remember, dear one, you carry ancient wisdom within you. Every time you choose silence, you choose to honor that wisdom. As you move forward from this moment, consider this question: how can you invite more silence into your life to hear your inner wisdom more clearly? Let this question guide you toward a deeper connection with your intuitive nature. Until next time, may you find peace in the quiet spaces between your thoughts.